Hey guys, how's the sound today? Let me know in the chat. Last time I live streamed, there was a beeping sound. This is a beep, 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 over and over and over again. So let me know in the chat how the sound sounds. How the sound sounds. Sounds nice. Okay, good. Well, that's what I wanted to hear. All right, guys, let's get started. I am so excited. It's been a while since I was able to get back into Father. So far, things are looking really good. I'm actually really happy with it. It looks like crap right now, but when you hit play, man, ooh. Look at that. Look at what happens when you add lighting and post-processing. Lighting and then post-processing. It's just unreal. So I'm really happy with it. Let me turn on some music here. For me. If you guys remember from my last live stream, I don't really play music anymore during my live streams because I want you guys to be able to listen to what you want to listen to. So if you want, what I'm listening to is, I'm listening to lo-fi, like usual, right? Excuse me. Hello. Hey, Mingwin, Arnoldus, Josh, Yusuf, Studio Primitive, Watergree, It's Gaming Moonlight, all you guys, welcome. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is actually, I have a bunch of different assets that are very generic. And what I'm doing is, I'm dragging these assets in. I got them from the Unity Asset Store. Surprise, surprise, right? I'm dragging them into the scene, tweaking the textures, and then creating prefab variants out of them. One of the specific things I'm doing with the prefab variant is I'm making them grayscale. The reason I'm making the assets grayscale is so that the post-processing effects can really determine what they're colored, but also, if I want, I can use this, for example, this asset. Sorry guys, my throat is, it's like allergies or something. So that I could color this asset if I want. See, it's grayscale. You can really see that it's grayscale right here. Look at that. It's like crap, right? But if I wanted it to be a reddish wood, this is what it would look like. See? So I could tweak the colors at different levels. What if I wanted the color scheme to be yellow and blue, right? Then I could use the same asset and just swap out the material. No, I don't smoke. I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to get some nose spray. Jeb, come here. Sorry, guys, my dog was barking. Come on, Jeb. Good boy. Shh, it's okay. Sorry, guys. Good boy. Good boy. Sorry about that. All right, let's take this barrel here, and what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to bring in my new PSD. This is a PNG right here, and I'm going to actually bring in a PSD, and it's now gray. Why am I using gray? So that I could change the color depending on the level. So if I wanted a blue barrel, hey, I could do a blue barrel, you know? It's grayscale, right? But because this is a low poly or a low quality retro FPS, we're gonna go to our new PSD here, and we're gonna set the max size to 64. And we're gonna set it to point, no filter. There we go, now it looks old school. That simple. All right, guys. So we've got a barrel here. Now what I'm going to do is, instead of this barrel being a prefab from the actual asset pack, I'm going to create a prefab variant, and I'm going to drag it into my final prefabs folder. And it's just a folder called Father. I'm going to drag that in. Why am I doing this? So that my team knows exactly which prefabs they can and can't use when they're creating the level. It's so funny, right when I started live streaming, my allergies started kicking in. I don't know what's going on. Okay, so let's say, oh my goodness, my large barrel, let's say I like copied a bunch of them, put them all over the place, right? Or even funner, you know, you take it and then you just drag it in and it places itself on the ground here. If I did that and then I was like, oh crap, they need to be a collider, then you can go ahead and just, you know, add the collider to the prefab, and then it works for all of them. So there we go. So let's go ahead and do that. This one's going to be a, let's see here. Let's turn off our lighting. There we go. This was going to be a mesh collider, and it's actually going to be convex. Very simplistic convex here. It's not going to be static because we're going to be able to push the barrels around once we implement AJ's physics system, or his game kit. AJ is a really talented developer, and I'm going to introduce him in my next vlog. But guys, look how crazy this is. Look at this. It looks like junk right here, but when you add the post-processing effects, oh man, it just really comes to life. Okay, so we've got barrels, we've got tables, and they honestly don't look like they're part of an asset pack because we're adding our own spin to the assets, right? And we're not only going to use assets from this asset pack. Okay, so we have, I'm not going to use an anvil. No. Burlap bag. No. Cartwheel might be cool. We can use one of those. Excuse me. And this is just going to have a mesh collider on it, but guys, it's going to be convex. Very simple collider here. And again, same thing. Going to go to our PNG file here. I'm going to open it in Photoshop. I'm going to add... This has got to be the most unappetizing live stream for you guys. I'm so sorry. My allergies are just killing me. Oh, gosh. I'm going to save it as a PSD, but I like to write PSD just so I know inside of Unity that it is a PSD because it doesn't show the extension. Okay, so it's gray. It's a PSD. So I'm going to bring it into Unity. Here it is. Drag it on in. Guys, one of the primary reasons why I like to use assets is because the majority of the work isn't even, in my opinion, like especially with these low poly graphics, there's not a lot of creativity. It's just a wheel, right? You could find a wheel like this all over the place. It's not what makes this game unique. So I tend to focus my energy on stuff that makes a game unique, okay? So I'm going to just use this asset. I'm going to use this asset, no problem. All right. So we're going to make this low poly or low texture, or what am I saying? A low max size of, let's do 32. Really low quality. Point no filter. There we go. So it's pixelated now. I can imagine this is going to have a rigid body on it. And like I said, we're going to drag this over into our prefabs. Make a prefab variant out of it. And now we have a prefab that can be used by my team whenever they need it. Okay, there it is. Let's hit play. Hey, Amazing Cyan. So let's see how it looks. Where is it? There it is. So as you can see, guys, we just got a bunch of crap everywhere, right? And we're just making it work within the style of the game, right? We're making it our own. Let's see what else we can find here. Thready Punk says, how big is my team? Well, it's not a traditional team. By traditional, I mean I don't have employees. I don't have a single employee. But what I do have, I think this chair is actually pretty cool. So we're going to use this chair. What I do have is people all over the world doing contract work and freelance work. And all of them are paid. Let's open this up here. So I've got Hector Rodriguez, who is my community manager. I have AJ Venkat, who is he does the code. He's putting together the code base for the game. He's in Australia. I have Adam Smith. He does porting work for my previous games. And he's also potentially, he and I are talking about doing some level design for this game. He's actually a former intern. He did incredible work. Let's see here. This is going to be a mesh collider. Here's why. It's going to be a mesh collider, but if it was convex, it would do that. And I don't know. I actually kind of don't mind that. So we're going to do a mesh collider, or a convex one. Also, a developer in Canada who's working on the guns for the game. Okay, we have a chair here. And I'm going to just go ahead and drag it into the prefabs, and we're going to do a prefab variant. Why are they prefab variants, guys? They're prefab variants because we want them to be rooted into something. And they're rooted at the very beginning here, and I call it in the models dump. That's where this is here. It's all these assets. That's where I have all of my original art, and then I create variants out of it inside of Unity, and those are the final versions. But if I wanted to change this model here, I could go into Blender and I could do it, and it would update all the chairs. Okay, let's go ahead and change this to Toon Lit. Most of the time I'm just going to do Toon Lit here. That looks good. We got ourselves a chair now. So we could go ahead and select this chair here, and all you got to do, guys, is just drag it all over the place, and now we have chairs everywhere. Oh, we forgot something. Let's go into Photoshop and just make sure that oh no, we're good, actually. If I turn on, I was going to say I didn't make them. Oh no, it isn't black and white. Why is that? What's going on? Oh, there we go. Boop. There we go. I didn't drag in the PSD. All right. Let's make it a really low quality here. There we go. Very simplistic chair, huh? But when you got the filters on, it looks great, right? Looks really pretty. Yes, the grass is... Guys, I'm not a fan of using crazy assets from the asset store. I'm a fan of using simplistic assets from the asset store. I don't want to get too complicated because when Unity updates, everything breaks. I want everything to be rooted in either a simplistic model in Blender or in FBX, and then everything else is proprietary inside of Unity. So the grass it's literally just grass on the terrain tool inside of Unity. Let's hit play here. And guys, I'm not perfect when it comes to hey Jebby, come on man. No more barking, buddy. Jebby, come on man. Bro. So that's the grass right there. It's just very simplistic. Okay. So where's the chairs here? And all of these you can interact with. I just need to implement the... That chair looks a little big, doesn't it? Let's make that chair smaller. I need to implement AJ's code changes, but we're not going to do that right now. All I'm worried about today is code. So guys, why did I create a prefab out of this chair? Because I want to make it... If I want to do changes like this, let's do 0.6 by 0.6 by 0.6. All of them will update. There we go. That looks a little small. Let's go to 0.75. Okay. College Savings says, Thomas, what is Father about? Father is the story about a father who goes to a mysterious Ivy League school in Germany to find his daughter. She got accepted, she got a full ride, but she never came home for college or for Christmas break. So you enter this strange Ivy League campus, and your goal is to find her. And let's just say it's about a very bizarre cult. I'm all into cults these days. I love cults. I watched Midsommar, and I just could not get enough stories about cults. I love cults. Am I in a cult? No. Well, some people would say so. I'm a Christian, so some people would say, you're in a cult, Thomas. I'm not going to argue with you, I guess. In a way, everything's kind of cultish. Cultural movements are cultish. Cultural movements are even cultish. Yeah, it's cults. Cults. C-U-L-T-S. Cults. All right. Okay, so we've got a lot of assets here. Looks great. I wonder if we could take a look at... This is an asset pack here. Yeah, let's go take a look. Excuse me. I'm burping now. Let's see if we could find any assets. Ooh, this is kind of nice. No, I don't really like that one. Yeah, so I'm using assets, guys. So this one is from the Stylized Nature Pack, which is super, super, super popular on the asset store. So just keep that in mind as you're creating your game. This one here, this asset here, I'm not particularly in love with it. But let's see if we can use it. I don't know why I don't like this one. I think it's because you can't get underneath it. For some reason that bothers me. But I could probably put it up here. And just add some detail here. So let's go ahead and save this as a prefab variant. Brandon Jammin. Brandon Garman said, drinking a brewski in the afternoon, eh? You betcha. Would you call a Bud Light seltzer a brewski? I don't know. All right. Hey, guys. I work for myself. Therefore, I can create my own moral standards. And in my opinion, a Bud Light seltzer after 2:20 p.m. is fair. All right. Let's go ahead and add this... Spruce 1 as a prefab variant, and then let's hit play and see how it looks. Hector, don't be a guilt tripper. No, Hector, I'm doing intermittent fasting. Didn't I tell you? I told you I was doing it. And also, this is keto friendly. It is, I think. Yeah, dude, 2 carbs. So there's that tree. It looks kind of cool, I guess. Super creepy. A little violent in terms of its movement, but that looks pretty good. Part of me wants to make it orange. You want to try it out, guys? See how it looks? Oh, these are the weapons, by the way. Brendan, thank you. That means a lot. Brendan says, "Yo, Thomas, hope you're having a good day. I'm looking forward to taking the full-time game dev course over the summer." That's awesome, guys. And by the way, there's a coupon code for those of you who want to grab full-time game dev. We've got over 1,500 students, which is mind-blowing. So click the link in the description. Use that coupon code. Highly rated course. It really is. So hopefully you guys can learn all the things that I've learned. Thank you, Murky Games. I hope you're great. All right, so let's go ahead and find the orange that we want, okay? I'm really careful, guys, with shifting hues. I'm a big fan of monochromatic games with pops of one color, okay? So here's the orange hue. I'm going to put it over the tree here. Don't guess when it comes to your colors, guys. Use the same swatches. Okay, so let's see how that tree looks now. I don't know. Amada, you said, what happened to the live streaming music? And my answer is, a lot of you want to listen to your own music while I live stream, and I get it. But if you want to listen to what I'm listening to, I'm just listening to chilled cow lo-fi. I don't really like that tree. I mean, it's fine. We're going to keep it. No, we're not going to keep it. Hold on. I changed my mind in an instant. There we go. I want to keep things very simplistic. Ray Chadwick says, your voice is music to me. Thank you. Thank you, Ray. Thanks, Ray. Sorry. I know most of you don't think that's funny. I think it's hilarious. So we're going to go ahead and go to this tree here, and we're going to find a different one. I mean, we're going to keep it as a prefab, but hang on. Yes, okay, we're good. So if I ever want to select the original art, I just click on the mesh, and it takes me up to the actual original asset here. So what about the spruce 2? We've got that spruce 1. We got that bush 2. What about tree 1? Ooh, hey. I kind of like this one. No, I don't. It just doesn't work. Okay, maybe in another level. Okay, I'm putting together all the assets for this level. People like Adam Smith can go in and do some level design for me if he and I decide to work together. Also, Hector's in the chat. Hector is probably going to do a little bit of level design as well, won't you, Hector? At least that's the goal. So we have a big, broad team all over the world of just people doing part-time work, just sort of dabbling in this project. And that's fun to me. I like that. As opposed to full-time developers all working on one project. It's just people sort of jumping in, doing some work, and then jumping out. Okay. All right, so those were fun. The trees were kind of cool. What about the terrain? No. What about stones? What do we have for the stones prefab here? Got some pebbles. I'm not worried about rocks. I've already got plenty of rocks available. You can see them right here. So overall, I think all of our prefabs are created. I'm trying to think of any other prefabs I might need. Tombstones, probably. What do you think, guys? Tombstones? You gotta have tombstones. Is there beeping sounds coming? You guys tell me, is there beeping sounds coming from my mic? Is there beeping sounds coming from the mic? Yeah. D it. Hang on. What about now? Yeah, is that good? Is it better? Better, guys? Please be better. Please. Yay! Okay, good. Why do we have so many people watching? This is unreal. This isn't real. 615 viewers is insane. Now I'm nervous. We've never had that before. It's because you guys like my new white polo. I decided to start wearing polos. I think it makes me look like James Bond. And that is the ultimate goal of every man, right? All right. So let's go ahead and jump back into Unity here. And think of anything else we want to start adding. We've got trees. We've got all these cool things. Let's hit play and just start thinking about some items we might want to add to this level. Y'all come up with some ideas. What are some assets we can add to this scene? And obviously, guys, the assets are just thrown about right now. There's no rhyme or reason. But these are assets my team can use. Okay, let's see here. What do we got in the chat? What kind of items can we throw around? Fireflies, crows, windmill, huh? Bushes. Not gonna do more color. We've got torches over here. I'm not gonna do a windmill because I've got a lighthouse over here. I do like the idea of adding birds. I do. Y'all want to do that? Let's try that out. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to open up my Photoshop. I love birds too, man. Okay. They're going to be in the sky, though. No. Hold on. I don't want to get too complicated there. That's my biggest problem is I'm trying to learn off my previous games. One of my biggest problems is I get caught up in small details. Let me think here. Let's see if we got any low poly birds though. Because I'm okay with having birds on the ground that you can touch and they fly away. I'm actually okay with that. Because I know I want that. I know without a shadow of a doubt I want that. That's a huge part of what makes my games. My games always have birds on the ground and you can touch them and they fly away. So let's type in low poly bird. See what we get on the Unity Asset Store. Hey now. Let's just create one in Blender. Okay? Because, hey, these birds are low poly, but they're actually they're much higher poly than I want. So let's go ahead and just create a new bird here. So we're going to start with this cube here. Let's type in bird PNG side. Okay. So we're going to have one standing, a crow standing. And then when you approach it, it'll fly away. So for now, this is going to be great. Watch this. I'm going to start with a plane. I like to do things wrong just to show you guys that you don't need to worry about doing everything right. So this is going to be a 6x6 grid. Going to go to edit mode. Yep. We're going to rotate it 90 degrees forward. And then I'm going to, watch this. We're going to draw a bird with a beak and a head. Watch this. You're going to love it. It needs to be a little bit smaller than that. Yeah, one of my favorite things to do is to let people in the comments say Thomas is doing it wrong and then do it wrong, but then realize that it doesn't matter anymore these days whether it's done wrong. Because you could just get away with so much crap. And my theory is there's certainly a right way to do things. I won't argue with you there, but oftentimes it's probably just gatekeeping that explains why people, that's too detailed. That explain why people tell others how they should act. It's usually gatekeeping, and that's it. Gatekeeping is when you keep people out of a community because you're threatened. So my goal is to make crappy looking birds here. So here's a crappy looking bird. The crappiest bird you've ever seen. There we go. Ready selection lasso. We're going to select the faces. Okay, delete the faces. So there's our effed up looking bird. And you'll notice he's a plane, right? It's not a bird, it's a plane. See? That's hilarious. There we go. And then just bring this one here. So we have ourselves a bird, guys. And then all we got to do is extrude. Okay. And why don't we just add something here, scale it up. And then this one here. Scale it down. Scale this one, bring it up. Doing things wrong since 1990. That's my brand. Doing things wrong. Okay, we got ourselves a bird here. Got ourselves the legs here. Let's do this. How do I merge again? What's that? M? There it is. Yeah, it's M. Duh. M. There we go. There we go. And then we'll just spread these legs out like that. Look at that bird. We'll take this portion up here and scale it down. There we go, guys. All right, we got ourselves a bird. Now let's save it out, and it's just gonna be black, right? Nothing crazy here. Just a tiny little bird. I feel like he should be fatter at the bottom. So this is what we're gonna do, or towards the middle here. And we're gonna turn on this. Okay. File, save as. File, save as. This is gonna be inside of father, Unity, father get, assets. This is gonna be in my models dump. This is gonna be called bird. And this is gonna be bird standing. Okay? So we're gonna drag this into the scene. We're gonna put him here. And my goal with this right now is to show you guys to not be afraid all the time of doing things wrong, okay? Just go. Get it done. Stop worrying. Just go for it. Okay, so there's our crappy looking bird, right? But Thomas, it looks so bad. Well, just hold on. Let's Turn off the lighting. There we go. Just hold on. Hold your horses. Where did my scene view go? How are we doing in the chat? Let me make sure everyone's doing okay. There we go. Okay, so as you can see, there's a couple things wrong with this effing bird. First, we need to set it to shade smooth. Again, this game is not a low poly game. It's more of a retro game. Retro games don't necessarily use shade flat, okay? So now it's smooth, but we also need to select all the vertices here or the mesh and flip the normals because we got a weird problem going on with the normals. What is that? Why does it do that? Man, I can't stand it. Let's go to mesh here, normals. We're going to go recalculate outside, see if that fixes it. No. Anybody have any ideas as to why that's happening? Somebody give me an answer there. There we go. So for some reason, we've got a weird normals. From Blender bad to Blender worse. Of course the topology's wrong. I know the topology is wrong. It's supposed to be. Okay, let's go ahead and create a texture for our bird. Since he's black, I'm not going to worry too much about the topology. And he's small. He's really, really small. He's a tiny little bird. Okay? We're going to have like 5 or 6 of these in a group. And then when you run into them, they go and they fly away. All right? So we're going to go to our... We're going to create a... Actually, you know what? We have textures for this. We're going to use this dirt one here, and we're going to call this black. Okay? Drag it in. There he is. We're going to use a tune shader. Yep. Lit. And all I want is just a couple pixels on it, guys. This is why I love retro games. So we're going to do 0.1, 0.1. There we go. So we have a bird standing here. So let's hit play here, and I want it to look good from far away. That's the main goal here. Yeah. So you have a little bird there. You can barely see it. See? And then when you hit it, he'll fly away. Part of me thinks he should be orange so you can really see it. So let's go ahead and create an orange texture. We're going to call this orange. I'm just duplicating the dirt texture here. And then I'm just going to put orange over top of it. So it's going to be this orange here. And there it is. Save it as orange. There we go. And we're going to drag it on top. So let's drag that here. There we go. Got an orange here. We're going to make it bright, and then we're going to do 0.1 by 0.1. There we go. And we're going to set it to good. Okay, so there is our orange bird. Yeah, so now you can really sort of see him standing there. All right, good. And when you run and hit it, it's going to fly away, okay? So we're going to create another model, which is him just with wings, like this, right? I'll show you how we're going to do that. Let's jump into Blender here. We're going to delete his feet. Hang on, guys, one sec. Sorry about that, guys. All right. So one of the primary goals here is to show you that, let's see here, you don't need to worry too much about being bad at something. Just get it done, okay? And I'll show you how this is going to look. Hopefully I can convince you guys that you can make anything look good. I'm hopeful. Really am. Obviously mirror modifier would be great here. Okay, so there is our bird with, there we go, and we're going to rotate him like this, and then we're just going to extrude some wings out. Actually, let's go ahead and just do the mirror modifier. And let's see here. Mirror. Clipping. There it is. And then just bring it in. There we go. So there's that. And then, hey, let's go ahead and create those wings, all right? So what I'm going to do is we're going to bevel this. Whoops. Scale that down. There we go. Hey! He's got wings. We'll make them pretty big. There we go. Is that the most beautiful bird you've ever seen? Okay. So we're going to save this out. Bird flying, right? Save. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to have a very simple animation. We're going to have multiple children here. So we're going to create an empty child. Actually, let's put that here, and then we're going to put that inside of it. This is going to be called bird. Okay? Now, we're going to be able to rotate this and have it fly forward just with a simple animation, okay? Animation. There we go. We're going to create a new animation here. We're going to go to our animation folder. We're going to type in bird, and we're going to call this bird fly forward, okay? So all that's going to happen is his local position, not his global position, his local position is going to start at 0. And he going to fly all the way up and out of our business. Say bye-bye. And hey, why not just be careful and have it go all the way out like this? So it'll be flies away like that. See that? Okay, that's it. So I know for certain AJ, who's developing the game, he's not creating any animation triggers, okay? So what I'm going to do is go ahead and create an animation trigger script. So there's our animator. By the way, we need to go to our animation or our animator window here. And we need to create an empty state. Set as layer default. And then we're going to say if trigger is fly, and I do lowercase for my triggers and variables in the animator because I consider them as variables. And then and variables are lowercased in my opinion. They should be, at least, depending on how advanced you are in your scripting, and I am not advanced at all. Okay, so this is not going to loop, and it's only going to go on the condition of fly. Okay, there we go. This is going to be called empty. Save it out. Let's go to scene view here, and we're going to create an animator trigger. All right. So let's go to our scripts here, and we're going to go inside of specifically the father folder because a lot of these are like yeah. Sorry, one sec here. So we're going to call this animation trigger. I haven't scripted in a while, so here we go. That's a good question. Why am I not using any state? I've used any state before, and I always go back to just using an empty state. I don't know why. I'm probably an idiot. Okay, first thing we're going to need is a serialized field. That is the animator we're going to be referencing. We're going to call it animator with lowercase. And then we're going to just create a simple, let's see here. I like box colliders better. So we're going to Google search on collision enter or on trigger enter. But we're going to collide with a box collider. On trigger enter Unity. Let's take this and we're going to copy it. There we go. On trigger enter. If other dot game object equals player, is it player.instance? Player camera controller, or is it player controller? Let's see what AJ's created for us here. We don't have anything yet. Well, actually, we do. We actually do. I'm so sorry. Yeah, we're using something called the player controller. Let's find out which one is a... What am I trying to say, guys? I'm saying something. Player camera controller. One of these needs to be an instance, a new instance. Crap. Okay, I'm gonna ask him on Discord how to do this. But what I'm gonna do is if other.gameObject.name equals, that's just what we're gonna do for now. We'll do it later. We'll fix it later. And it's gonna be controller. Okay. So if the name is controller, then go ahead and trigger the animation. Animator dot set trigger, and it's going to be a trigger name. That's going to be the variable, and we're going to set it. And there's going to be no true or false because it's a trigger. Okay. So here we go. Ready? We're going to have a serialized field, and it's going to be a string, and it's going to be trigger name. And the moment we get inside of this trigger zone here, this right here, it'll trigger that animation. You guys ready to give it a shot and see what happens? All right, so here's our bird standing. Inside of it, we're going to put a box collider. And it's going to be isTrigger. I believe it needs to be a rigid body as well. I could be wrong. Am I correct there, guys? And then we're going to put on a animation trigger as well. The script doesn't inherit a native class that can't manage a script. Why is that happening? Wait. What's going on? The script don't. What does that mean? I'm so confused. What about this one? So weird. Can I add any scripts? I can't add scripts. I'm so confused. Is it the file? The folder? Huh, why is that happening? Anybody have any ideas? Anybody have any idea what that means? The script don't inherit a native class that can manage a script. I am so confused. What does that mean? What does that mean? What if I create a blank one? I think I might need to restart Unity or something. Yeah, something's wrong. Why is that happening? Oh, duh, Thomas. Thank you. Guys, you're smart. I'm so sorry. Jeez. Sometimes I'm such an idiot. Thank you. There was a space in there. I told you I haven't been scripting in a while. Okay, so we're going to drag this. Thank you so much. Very good, guys. Thank you. Animation trigger. We're going to drag that onto bird standing here. And as you can see, it's missing a monoscript. There we go. Trigger name. What was the trigger name, guys? The trigger name was fly. What was the animator? I'm going to drag the animator in. There we go. And then last but not least, let's make sure our box collider is fairly big, right? So 5 by 5 by 5. Save it out. Let's see what happens, you know? Oh, I make rookie mistakes all the time. I told you guys I'm not very smart. He left. Where'd he go? So he went somewhere. So it works, generally. But let's make it like 10 by 10 by 10. Okay, let's try that out. All right, let's go. You guys ready? There he goes. He's fast. He's too fast. Okay, let's let's make it 8. All right, here we go. All right, let's go find our little birdie here. Bye, buddy. He's a fast boy. That's right. He's a big, fast boy. Let's go 20 by 20 by 20. And then, guys, all you got to do is just swap out the mesh with bird flying, honestly. Yeah, that's all you got to do. So we'll just go to record mode here, and all we're going to do is swap out the mesh. I'm not sure if you can swap out meshes like this, but let's see here. You can't. Okay, you can't. So what we're going to do is we're going to go bring in bird standing. We're going to unpack this one. No. Here's what we're going to do. This is going to be great. Just because I'm really cheap here. We're going to go to bird flying. We're going to drag it in here. And zero it out. Okay, there's our flying bird. Let's set it to 0. There's our flying bird. And this one's going to have the same coloring, so the orange material. And I promise this is going to look good, guys. Seriously. Just wait. It's going to look great. So there we go. And all you do is go to record mode here, disable the mesh renderer, and then enable bird flying. That's all we're going to do for now. I kind of have a theory here. What if in order to be a little bit cleaner, we go bird standing and then bird flying. We put both of them here. Turn off record mode. Turn on bird flying. Everything's zeroed out. Let's zero out the rotation here. Thank you, Kainiak. Yeah, it might be 2024 at the rate I'm going. So let's go to our orange material here. And all we're going to do is drag that in here. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. Watch this. We're going to remove the mesh renderer from the parent and turn off bird flying here. Okay. And just delete all that. Delete that, delete that. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Turn on record mode. Disable bird standing, bird flying. And every, I don't know, half a second or something, we're going to flip between the two. See that? And it'll just simulate him flying. It's going to be so subtle, guys, that I'm not too worried about it being perfect, okay? Yeah. Obviously much faster here. And then with the proper sound effects, it's going to be like perfect. Yeah. Let's try it again. Yeah, that's good. A little bit faster. Good. All right, guys, let's take a look here. See you later, Monica boy. Here we go. There he goes. And he's gone, right? So, how do we make this look pretty? Let me show you how. We're going to take this bird standing. We're going to apply. Okay, good. Let's select bird standing here. And actually, here's what we're going to do. Let me show you. We're going to take this bird standing prefab here, and we're going to call it bird. And then we're going to drag it down into our prefabs folder. These are our finalized prefabs that we're going to use in the actual game. This isn't original art. This is prefab variants, right? So we're going to go to our prefabs here, drag in prefab, bird, prefab variant. Okay, so now we have the ability to place birds in groups, okay? So let's go ahead and actually, what I like to do is put them inside of like entrances so that as you come through the entrance, you get a sort of dramatic effect, right? So this one is, yeah. So it would be something like this over here. So we have this prefab now that we can use, right? And just sort of place it on the ground. And let me show you guys what's going to be really fun here. There's a couple things we want to do. The first thing is just lay them all out. So we have all these orange finches sort of chilling out, right? And then we'll rotate them along the z-axis, right? Okay. So let's just try this out first. They're going to move at the same speed, so it's going to look a little weird. So there are our birds. Whoa! Thomas, don't be a moron. I figured it out. Thomas is stupid. Okay, here we go. Watch this. I'm so dumb. Zero it out. This is the parent bird right here, okay? So here's what we're going to do. We're going to unpack this prefab, not completely, just a little bit. Then we're going to drag this bird, the full parent. Well, hold on. Ah, crap. Okay, we need to drag the animator onto the parent, okay? So we're going to copy this component, remove it, paste it. Okay, well, we just had a problem, and the problem was it's changing the global position, not the local position, which is what we were trying to avoid at the beginning, but I got screwed up. I have two of these for some reason. Copy the animation trigger, remove it, put it on the parent, paste component as new, and then drag in the new animator. There it is. And the trigger name was what? It was fly. Okay, so now we have this parent bird, okay, right here. So you can rotate its child and then move. Actually, no, you can rotate the whole entire parent and then move it as well. Okay? Therefore, hold on. Let's see if it's properly working here. Cracker Jacks. Okay, so we got to redo all this crap. First thing we're going to do is we're going to move this from the 0 position, and we're going to move it up. There we go. It's a little slow, so let's move it over a little bit further away. There we go, guys. No, the box collider doesn't need to move at all. That's just because it's a trigger, so it's just triggering it and then it's over, you know. We could probably disable the box collider if we wanted to, and that's actually a good idea, so just disable the box collider. Actually, you know what? The box collider needs to be on the freaking parent. Come on, Thomas. So we're going to put the box collider on parent, is trigger, and it's going to be 20 by 20 by 20. Save that out. Okay, now, I wonder if there's a way to fix this here. Sorry, if you hear construction, it's just coming from out of my window. So we're going to hit record here. What would happen if I disable this? Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Sorry, guys. One sec here. I need to delete all this stuff. We're going to go to bird flying and then disable. There we go. So we have that. And then we're just going to swap them. And we just got to copy and paste these over again, guys. I'm sorry about that. Let's double check here. Okay. Sorry about all that. There we go. Okay, ready? There we go. Okay, so everything works good. Now you can drag it over top of it, replace it. I hope to God it replaces properly. Good, okay. Now, we could drag the bird over here. All right, let's just put him right here. Okay, so we're just testing this out. We're going to see how it looks. Now, only one of these birds will play a bird flutter sound. That's kind of what I'm planning on doing, at least. All right, so let's just rotate these a little bit. And I believe I have a script called random animator speed that we can use. Okay, so there's all of our birds. I'm going to drag them all to the top where the other one is. They got pasted at the bottom down here. There we go. All right, let's hit play here. Where are my birds? There they are. And if I hit them, they should all fly away. There they go. Okay, now we need to use random animator speed. So I'm going to search for scripts on my computer because I have a random anim speed. There it is. Copy that, and I'm just going to bring that in. This is a script I use all the time, so I have it stored on my computer. There we go. Let me close my window, guys. It's getting really, the local construction is getting loud. All right. Everything looking good? Everything sounded good, guys? And thanks for staying so active in the chat, guys. It means a lot. By the way, if you want to get my free 2D game kit, click below. There's a 2D game kit. Totally free. You guys can use it however you want. My treat to you. Oopsie. Okay, so let's open up Unity here. Now, why did we use prefabs for the birds, guys? So that we can jump into the prefab and add whatever we want. So for example, random animator speed. We could go 0.9 to 1.5, okay? Save that out. And let's go ahead, and you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to save out all these birds as a prefab variant. So we have a big group of birds, right? So let me create a big old group of birds. And I'll probably have them pecking at the ground. I'll show you how we're going to do that too. Seriously, this is going to look cool. I love doing stuff like this. When you start adding random animation speed to things, what am I trying to say? The human mind will put pieces together and it'll feel real in your mind. So let me show you how it works here. Let's rotate them out a little bit and watch. We're gonna have random speed. So we're gonna have some very fast, good genetics birds, and then we're gonna have the slow pokes as well. So here we go. And I'll make the trigger a little bit bigger. There they go. Beautiful. So the triggers, I'm gonna make them pretty big, honestly. 40 by 40, maybe. I think 40 by 40 is actually pretty good. So let's save that out. Hey, Nexus. IGN. 0 out of 10. Too many burbs. I like that, Enrique. That's funny. Here we go. Ready? Now, why does it take so long? Because if we go to our animator here, we actually have an exit time. 0 exit time, transition duration is going to be 0. Let's try again. Hey, what the hell? Brave just gave me $100? Hello from the folks at Brave. Really? You guys are geniuses at Brave. Oh my goodness. By the way, guys, Brave is freaking awesome. I don't want to say this out loud, but I'm gonna. I hate Google Chrome. They track everything. So I've been using Brave for a long time. A long time. Maybe 2 years now. Get Brave, guys. We need to compete with Google. I'm sick of Google. And I know I'm using their platform right now, but we need to compete. So download Brave and see if you can use it exclusively. I've been using it for a while. They'll probably become corrupt too. They all do. But for now, that really warms my heart. Thank you, Brave. So what did I tell you about these birds, guys? These burbs. I told you they'd look good. So let me show you what I'm going to do here. One final thing I want to do is create a pecking animation. So let's go to animations here. Go to bird. Brave is not like Google. So Brave is a browser. And as you search for stuff on Brave, they don't sell your information. Okay, they're not selling your data. And they're not storing it like Google. Google's storing it all over the place. You know, you don't really know where Google's server farms really are and where they store your information. This isn't me being paranoid. I'm just telling you the truth. They store all your information. So who you were 5 years ago, Google knows who you were 5 years ago. So there's really no forgiveness of who you are and the mistakes you've made. And that's just one aspect of it. So that's why I use Brave, because they're not selling your data. Okay. The second thing about Brave is you can use DuckDuckGo to search for stuff and not feel like these tech companies are watching you. So what I do is I use Google to search on Brave for like work stuff. But anytime I'm hanging out in the cultural world, whether it's politics or art or religion or anything like that, I do all that on DuckDuckGo because hell, I don't want people seeing that, and I don't want Google to know what's in here, right? So that's why I use DuckDuckGo. Call me paranoid. I don't think it's paranoid. I think it's just smart. That's just me. So I'm not judging anybody, but okay, bird. We're gonna call this bird standing. Yeah, and you do earn crypto as well, which is really cool about Brave. That is so cool that they just gave me $100. What the heck? That's really cool. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna have bird standing as the default state, and then we're gonna have it fly forward if fly is true, no exit time. We are gonna have we're not gonna have a transition time. No transition time. We can delete empty now, and that's it. This is gonna loop. This is not going to loop. So let's go to our bird standing animation, guys. Watch this. We're going to have it pecking the effing ground. So let's go to bird here. This is from Pratham. Not paranoid. We have to take back our privacy if these tech giants are going to corner us. I agree. I agree. Yeah, the thing about using a browser, guys, is it's a lot like it's kind of like fleeing a country. Okay, so if you flee a country, there's gonna be some growing pains for the first couple months of being away from that country. All of the things you enjoyed, they're not there anymore, but all the things you hated aren't there either. So using Brave, it takes a while to get used to, but I think it's worth it because you're this much freer from Google, which is always a good thing. And here I am on YouTube, right? So I know I'm kind of a hypocrite. Okay, so let's go to our little bird prefab here. And we're actually just going to have it peck the ground like that. Okay, that's all. There we go. So let's see how that looks. Pretty good. Copy it. And then one more over here. Let's try it out. See how this looks. Peck. Peck, peck. 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 That's great. Okay. So this is going to look random because everyone's going to run at their own speed. Jenks says YouTube is too corporate now. Hope something appears that can compete with them. There will. There will. When companies overstep the way they are, something always comes up. People don't like being told what to do. And YouTube's been doing that crap lately. Look at this, look. Pretty cool, huh? And you just hit them and they fly away. What did I tell you guys? You need to trust me. So one more thing is the sound effect. We're not going to be working on sounds today, though. So, no, Brave is not faster than Chrome. Guys, it's a sacrifice. It's like you're going to sacrifice short-term enjoyment for hopefully long-term gain, which is Google has a competitor finally. That would be awesome. And then once Google has a competitor, they can go, oh crap, we're losing people. We better back off. And then Google will start to behave once they have a competitor. That's my theory, at least. Okay, burbs are magic. We've got magical burbs. Does anybody have any other ideas? Let's play through here and someone give me some ideas of things we can create to bring some life to this world. Hey guys, let's throw some burbs in that effing tree here. I'd really like to be able to shoot the birds and have them explode into feathers. So we'll probably do that too. So we have this bird variant here. We can just drag him. Whoa, Thomas. I'm sorry, but Firefox I don't believe is a decent competitor because my opinion is Firefox is just as bad, but that's just my opinion. By competitor I mean somebody who's not stealing your freaking. Sorry, I should shut up. I should shut up. So we could put a little bird in this tree branch here, see? So let's see if that works. Let's hit play. So yeah, we can have a little orange bird up there. It's a nice little pixel, right? So far, so good. That's awesome. Really pretty. I like that a lot. Okay, let's come up with some other stuff. Rain. No, I'm not going to have rain on this level. Dust when you walk. That's going to be for when the character controller is completed. The character controller is still being programmed by AJ. Fireflies. We've already got some black fireflies here, but I don't want it to feel too happy. So we're going to keep it as is. Hey, Anthony. Great idea. Moths around the lamps. Hey, let's figure that out. That's a great idea. So let's do moths around the lamps. Very good idea. So what we could do here is we would do a particle emitter with a sprite sheet. I've never done sprite sheets before for I've never done sprite sheets for particles before, actually. All right, let's try it out. So we're going to create a new Photoshop file. How do I create a sprite sheet about this? I'm going to do just one that's 400 by 400 for now. And it's just going to be a, let's type in moth PNG. We're going to grab a silhouette. And I'm not going to use this as is. That's called theft. But I am going to use it as a baseline, okay? For just very generic looking moth. And it's going to be white so that we can change its color. All right, guys, file, save as. And this is going to be assets, textures, particles. This is going to be a particle that's going to be called moth1. Okay, so there's our moth. Hey, pretty good. Let's go ahead and we're going to copy in our dust modes particle emitter here, and we're going to bring it into our light. We'll go to our lamp post here, and we're going to paste it in, zero it out. Whoops. Why isn't tab working? There it is. And then we're going to shrink down the shape to be a sphere. Okay. With a radius of, yes, and the arc, what's that? Yeah, 360. What is going on? I don't like that. Why is the shape like that, guys? I don't know. Oh. We're going to do 1 by 1 by 1. What in the world? Tab isn't working for some reason. There we go. Okay. They're going to emit from... Hey, what do you think? Will they have a speed? Ugh. I'm trying to think here. Sorry, guys. Let me think. How do you make stuff rotate? You know? I don't know. I really don't. Somebody have any idea? Let me know. So now we have our moths here. This is the material. So the moth material is going to be additive, I believe. And it's going to be transparent. Huh. I'm thinking here. Sorry, guys. One sec. Turn off velocity over time. I want them to rotate around. Does anybody know how I could have it rotate around? Let me know in the chat. How are we going to make it rotate around? Okay, that's an interesting idea. Rotate the whole thing, but have 3 to 5 particle systems. Yeah, we're going to try that. So we're going to have it rotate around the... That's not a bad idea. Have it rotate around the y-axis. Rotation over lifetime. But that's not... But it's not a rotation that goes around. It rotates around itself, not around the lamppost. Yeah, that's not going to work. No, do velocity over lifetime radial. It's going to be world or local. Okay, we got it. And we're going to remove... We're going to zero out all of this stuff here. Let's try it. We got it. What's going on here? They're coming in towards it. Someone help me figure this out. Hey, we got it. There we go. We can do random. Oh, thank you. Who was that? Who was it? Aviv? Who said that? Can we give a round of applause to whoever that was? I want to know who that was. It was Amir. Anyway, let's just do a round of applause for whoever it was with some applause emojis. Okay, so this one's going to be -1. This one's going to be -1, and this one's going to be -1. So we're going to have just random rotation all over. And then, hey guys, how about infinite duration? Is there an infinite duration? Why are you flying out like that? Anybody know why that's flying out like that? So it wasn't really radial. It was actually just the orbital. It wasn't radial, it was orbital. So now we have these cool looking thingamajigs. What do you call them? Moths. Okay, let's do max particles. I'm down with 25. What do you think, guys? So that's generally what we're going for here, okay? So it's going to be moths. And then what we have a problem with now is, for some reason, it's not transparent. So let's see here. We're going to get this right. Cut out. I can't see him for some reason. Don't know why. Oh, gosh. Okay. So let's make them bigger first. So we're going to do 0.5. Or how about 0.1 to 0.5? Just for now, because I want to be able to see them. We're going to do mobile particles. Multiply or additive. Okay. So you can't see them for some reason because they're black. I don't know why. I couldn't tell you. So now we go back into this and we invert it back. I'm really usually fast with particles, but you know, I don't like that. You could barely see them. Thank you. Somebody said, try the color, Thomas. There we go. And let's do rotation by speed. There we go. I think that's it. I want them to do this. I want them to circle around and follow the speed. How do we do that, guys? This is fun. I'm glad you guys are helping me. How do I get it to follow how do I get it to follow the rotation of the speed? What would that be, guys? Local rotation? What do you mean? Separate axis? What do you mean? How do I get it to follow the rotation of its velocity? No, that's not it. It's a renderer. Where is it? I've done this before. Rotation by speed, separate axis. Okay. So one, I don't know. I couldn't tell you. No. Set to stretched billboard. That's what I thought it was. Okay. So, almost. I think we need to rotate it like this for one. Nope, the other way. Okay, that's close, but why are they stretching like that? No, the grass is not on the asset store, Andrew. It's just I drew it in Photoshop and then I painted it with the terrain tool. Length scale is 2. Remind me just to do this forever with you guys. So, but it's still stretching. What I mean is, remind me to always do this with you guys. Oh, no, it's not stretching. Good. Okay. What I mean is, you guys are really helpful. I'm going to do this more often. I get a lot more done this way. Okay, let's do a start color of a random between two colors. We're going to do a little bit of a low alpha here. There we go. And now I need to figure out how to make it flap, how to make its wings flap. Okay, let's go over here and take a look. Look how cool this looks, guys. Man, you guys are so great. That looks really cool. Thank you, Damn Jam. All right, so how do I make the two sprites flap, guys? Let's see here. $10 to 15 months are enough. I agree. So we're gonna do 10. Texture sheet animation. There it is. Okay, I've never done this before, so let's take a look. Sprites. Ooh, we can add 2 sprites. So this is going to be a sprite here. Hit apply. You guys are great. Thank you so much for your help. So where did it go? There it is. There's one. Let's open this up in Photoshop. And we're going to just have it close its wings. Watch this. This is all we got to do. We're going to copy this, paste it on top, and then shrink this like this. And then save that as moth closed. Okay? Jump back into Unity here. And this is going to be a sprite. And by the way, all of these need to be super low quality. So like 32 with a point filter. Okay? Ready? Here we go. Let's hit, all sprites must share the same texture. Either pack all sprites into one texture by setting the packing tag, or use a multiple mode sprite. Oh, here we go. Here's what we'll do. Yes, I love my life. Here's what we'll do. So one here, and then one. Copy, paste it here. See that? And then we're gonna save it. So that's moth 1. We don't need moth closed. Let's delete moth closed. Sorry, I haven't done this kind of stuff in a while, guys. So we're gonna take both of these and delete them. So now we have this. It's multiple. Go to sprite editor here. No sprite. Downloads 2D sprite package. Oh gosh. Package manager. .2D sprite. That's so annoying. Why would that not be included? Okay. We'll see if that works. Thank you, Lahal. Lahal says love from India. Okay, so we got that installed. Let's try it again. There it is. And we're going to go ahead and create sprites that are the same size. So we're going to have, let's do this one first so we have enough room. So we're going to do 369, or how about just 370 by 370? Center it up, good. And this one will be the same. There we go. Apply. And now we go to our moths here. And we have 2 moths, okay? Boom, and then boom. Whoops. For some reason, it's not working. Why is it not working? How do I do an infinite lifetime? What about 0? There we go. That's too much. 10. All right, guys. Let's hit play. I love how they just look so sparkly. Look at that, guys. So what we just did was we added a detail that is purely telling the player, I respect you. And I don't do this always, and I'm not always the best at this, but basically what you're saying is, I respect the player enough to look up here and stare at those moths. Looks good, doesn't it? All right. So let's go ahead and hit apply. Actually, I want these moths to be a prefab so that we can use these over other stuff as well. Just other stuff besides the lamppost. Let's go ahead and drag it. Whoops. We're going to unpack this prefab. Wait, what? Let's unpack this one. So unpack. Now the moths I can drag here. And it's going to be, yep, its own little prefab. And then I'm going to delete this lamppost. Actually, you know what we could do is just use the replace tool I got from Jason Wyman. So we're going to select, there we go, this one here, and replace it. Okay, now let's go into the lamppost here, and now we can drag in the moths. There we go. See if that looks good, guys. So every lamppost should now have moths, right? What we want to make sure we do is, in the LOD group, remove the moths when you're a certain distance away. I think we need a random seed. Okay, so that looks good. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do emission. We're gonna do random between constants. And no. I wish you could do a random max particles, because you guys are right. They all kind of look a little too static. How would we go about this? Why can't I do random max particles? That's annoying. How do I set a random max particles? We could do a burst. That is a random between two constants. You could do, let me see here. 0 and 15. No rate over time. And at an interval of 0. Probability of 1. Let's try that. So there's that one. Good. Yay. Okay. There we go. That's what we'll do. And then we're just going to apply this to all. Go to our moths here. Same on our moths. So I'm going to copy this component here. I just want to make sure it's applicable to the parent prefab for moths. Yeah, so paste component values. There we go. All right, let's try it out. So that one has a lot. Let's go see the other ones. That one has a lot. That one has a lot. What the F? Why is it not working? Ah, looks like it backfired on me. We're gonna do 0 to 15. So now we have random. Yeah. There we go. So that should do it. Thank you, the Mr. Baggins. Hey, that's okay. You said you can't afford to buy the course, but in the meantime, I would like to show appreciation. Thank you. And I appreciate you guys I appreciate you all being patient with me as I do pitch my course. Just another product I offer. And people love the course. We've got over 1,500 students. The return rate is really small. I think it's like 2 to 3% of people ask for a return, which is crazy. or a refund. So I appreciate that, guys. So it looks like we've got some, yeah. So whoever said that in the comments, thank you so much. You mentioned it should be random, the amount. Okay, so here's our birds. Good. Got some birds. So overall, hey, really pretty. Let's make the moths orange. Why not, you know? So once we do that, let's come up with some other ideas, guys. We'll do a mix between reddish orange and a yellowy. Let's try that, eh? I don't know why I don't use Unreal. I just don't. Okay, that looks a lot better. Oh man, this feels great, guys. So beautiful. Really good. Thank you guys for helping me. I'm using standard render pipeline or whatever it is. Okay, let's come up with some other stuff. I'm going to hit play, guys, and I want you to tell me what you want to see. Okay? What do you want to see? And I will create it. So we created moths. We created birds. So here are the moths. And we created birds over here. What else? A demon. We're not going to create enemies just yet. Dual shock. Dual shock, I'm going to click on your profile. Stop. Dual shock 66. I like to get to know other YouTubers. This is the most I've ever had watching my live streams, by the way. This is unreal. 943 people watching? That's nutso. By the way, guys, if you want a free 2D game kit, click below and I will send it to you immediately. Free 2D game kit. My treat to you. No gimmicks there. I'll also send you a few other resources as well. Okay, come on. Let's come up with some ideas, guys. What do we want to put in this game? Moon. No, there's no moon. It's all foggy. Rabbits. How about a bench? We've got a bench. Dual shot 66. Says you are a legend, man. Well, thank you. Dual shot. I was looking for you and I couldn't see dual shock. No results found. Why can't I find you, bud? Is it 666? Sorry, my vision is really bad. Okay, rats, no. A fox, no. Campfire? We already got little torches. You said I'm off grid. Dune buggy, rain, no. Flowers, we already got flowers. Wind whips, wind wisps. Moon, already got, we don't want to do a moon. Owl, no. Wind, thank you, by the way, play relic. That means a lot to me. A weapon, we don't want to do any weapons right now. I've got a guy in Canada working on the weapons for me right now. I'll introduce you guys to him on one of my videos. Fog, a squirrel in the trees. We've already got mushrooms. Okay, let's work on the water. Now, because this is a retro game, guys, I want the water to look like absolute S. I want it to look like an S-hole, like a giant S-hole, because it's a retro game, right? So let's go over to the S-hole water over here, and I want to show you what we're going to do with it. Does anybody know why we've got so many viewers? It's usually like 160. Why are we on a page somewhere? Welcome everybody, by the way. Good grief, YouTube. Thank you. I don't know why we have 900. Okay, so we need to make this water move. It's actually going to be really easy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to... How do we do this? Is it a looping texture? I have a script for this already. Looping texture. Boom! There it is. Ha ha! Yay! Don't need to write any scripts. We already have it. So let's go ahead and create that really quick, okay? What main page are we on? YouTube recommended it to you? Well, cool. Don't ask me why. YouTube is so random. I mean, I appreciate you all being here, but it's so random. I don't get it. Sometimes I get like 150 viewers, and now we're on almost 1,000. So, okay, so let's go ahead and add that script. Let's see here. C#. This is going to be called looping texture. So all this does, guys, is just going to move our texture. That's all it's going to do. So I'm going to double click on this. I'm going to paste this in. This is a script from my previous Game Never song. Okay? Save it out. I'd rather call this scroll speed. I'd rather this be a new vector, or a vector 2. And it would be vector 2.0. Vector 2.0. There we go. And then all we're going to do is, I don't want an offset. Yeah, so this is going to be scroll speed.x. And then this one's going to be scroll speed.y. Okay? So we're just going to be able to determine how much we want the texture to move in the x and the y direction, okay? So let's go to our wah-wah. Over here. There we go. I love that normal map. It looks good. Let's turn on that. There we go. And then what we're going to do is, this water is a prefab, so we're going to go inside the prefab. One of you mentioned you don't like Unity's new prefab system. I actually really like it. I understand why you might not, though. So it's going to be 0.5 and then 0.5. Randomize the start. Don't need to worry about that. Renderer. Renderer is being picked on awake. What is downspeed? Downspeed is irrelevant now, as is original. All right. Welcome, guys. Thanks for joining. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, be sure to subscribe, because I think we got some new people here. This is irrelevant. And if you guys want that free 2D game kit, seriously, click below. I'm going to send you a free 2D game kit. No gimmicks. All right. I'll send you some other resources as well. And then every once in a while, I'll say, hey, by the way, my online courses is discounted. But you can always unsubscribe. But mainly, I'm just going to send you some free 2D kits, a 2D game kit and a 2.5D game kit. Totally free. Just click below and go for it. So what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to bring my controller over to the water, and we're going to fall into the water here. So that we can see it. Whoa, buddy. There it is. Okay, sorry about that. Okay. So we're going to drag him over here, and we're going to fall into the water. And we're going to see if it's moving. Whoa. What happened? I don't understand. I don't get it. Oh no, I'm stuck. Okay, let's try that one more time. Something happened. We're gonna go to scene view here. Where's my scene? There it is. Oh, I must have fallen. That's what happened, Thomas. I fell into the water. I'm an idiot. Stupid Thomas. So let's go to controller here. And what I'm going to do is let's bring him over here. There we go. and we'll fall down, and then we can take a look at it, okay? Yeah, Leon says, thanks for the kit. Downloading now. No problem, Leon. Thanks for downloading. It's a limited time offer. I'm not sure how much longer I'm going to be doing this free game kit. Could be a week, could be 12 years. I have no idea. Okay, so that is like, I'm literally about to throw up. So that's a little bit much, right? So let's do 0.01 by 0.01. Try that out. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. All right, guys, come up with some more ideas for me, and I'll put them in the game. Go. Go. I don't have time to wait. Just a little margin. Yeah, that's right. All right. I love that. Okay, come up with some stuff. Skulls. Okay. I'm down with skulls. Who's down with skulls? Let's type in the Unity asset store. But Thomas, aren't you creating an you can't do that? You're going to make an asset flip game? Absolutely. Skulls. Skull. Look, you guys don't need to be so afraid of using assets. Just do it. All right, I found one. That's not low poly. How about low poly bones? What is going on with my music? All right. I'm sorry, I'm looking at Uni. I know you guys can't see it. Low poly skull and bone prop set. It's only $10. Yeah, here it is. I don't want to have to go into Blender and change the shading. The main problem I have is the shading. I would buy it. I'd rather have bones anyway. Let's keep looking. Low poly survival kit. What is this? No. Low poly bones. Let's just type in bones. Bones kit. Do we have any free assets? Let's take a look. 22. And we're looking for the crappy ones, honestly. You know? So, what is this? I know it's a rigged skeleton, but maybe there's some stuff in it that we could use. There's too high poly. What did I tell you guys? Here we go. Oh, that looks pretty bad, actually. All right. We're just going to create it on our own. Bye-bye, Blender. What in the world? So let's reopen Blender, and we're going to create some really crappy bones. So first things first, let's just create our bone here. Add a cube. Okay. There we go. All right, let's go to edit mode here. And what we're going to do is, hey, let's just do this for now. Then we're going to delete this because I want to create a mirror. Okay. So let's go to mirror here. Turn on clipping. I'm listening to the lo-fi version of the Donkey Kong underwater theme. It's so good. And then, let's see here. Can I do it this way? We'll do, there we go. One here, and then one. I don't know what I'm doing, by the way. We're just going to have it work itself out. All right. Ah, that's what's going on. Although I guess I don't mind it. I was wondering what was going on there. Yeah, I do mind it. There we go. But Thomas, it looks bad. I know. But Thomas, it needs to look realistic. No. Look at that terrible bone. Isn't that pretty? How does a bone even look? I can't even remember. Let's type in bone. All right. Yeah. So we don't really have a bone. It doesn't look like a bone. But these are things that don't really bother me. There we go. And then they meet in the middle, eh? Like that. Hold on, sorry guys. These will meet in the middle. There we go. Something like that, right? I don't know. I don't know. Okay, we got ourselves a bone. Actually, let's just squash it like this. I think that works for me. And then what we'll do is let's do this. There's our bone. Okay? Okay, we got a bone. And then what we'll do is in the center here, sort of squash it down a little bit. That is a beautiful bone. We're going to save this out. This is going to be in a folder called Bones. And we're going to, there we go, save it. All right, fun, right? Let's bring it into Unity. And now that we're done with the water, we're going to take our controller and we're going to bring him back to the center here. Then we're going to take that bone. We're going to just come on in. We're not going to worry about unwrapping, guys, because it's just one. It's like it's going to be a single colored bone. So there's our bone. I can imagine the normals are going to be all screwed up. Like I said, they are all screwed up. Aside from all of you telling me that topology sucks, why is it that my normals are always screwy when I bring it into Unity? Why does that happen? Does anybody have an idea? I usually like to do, how about set from faces? Save it. No, that didn't do it. Why are my normals always screwy? Does anyone have any ideas? I know, the topology sucks. But I'm trying to figure out why my normals are always screwy. They look fine in Blender. And then Unity screws them up. If you could let me know in the chat, hopefully we can figure it out together. Anybody know? Recalculate. I already did recalculate outside. Backface culling. Somebody tell me about backface culling. Where is that? It's somewhere over here. Where is backface culling? You're right. That's what it is. Where is backface culling? Come on. Try Shift N. Nope. In the material, huh? But it doesn't have a material. Let's create one. I guess. I don't know. It makes them double-sided, really? It's because of the lights? What lights? Oh, is it? Okay, whatever. I guess it's because of the lights. Okay, there's our bone. Hey, that looks pretty good. Honestly, guys, it doesn't look that bad, does it? Let's take a look. Look, I mean, that's not a bad looking bone for a low poly game. We got ourselves a bone, and we're going to use it all over the place. So let's give it a box collider. There it is. And it's not going to be static. It's going to be dynamic. And it's going to be a variant. So we got some bones. So look, we could just put them all over the place, you know? And then I'm fine with the material being white. Let's go find them bones. Looks great. All right, y'all want to do a skull? What I'm going to do is I'm going to look at a side profile of a skull on Google. Skull. Side view PNG. Okay. So we'll start with a very low poly sphere. I would prefer an icos, actually, or an icosphere. No. How about this? Add, because it's got triangles, and we shouldn't do that. Mesh, UV sphere, 4x8. 8x4. There we go. All right, y'all ready? Here we go. We're going to edit it. So let's do the side view first. Okay. The nose goes in like this, right? And the back goes like that. Let's bring it in a little bit more just because, hey. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to avoid texturing it. The way we're going to do that, we're going to go to edit mode here. You guys are going to hate me for this. This is gonna be so bad. Oh yeah, Thomas just did it. We're gonna pop those eyes in deep, deep, deep down. I'm sorry, buddy. I know that hurts. Hey guys, this is a low poly game, so I don't care. Here's why I'm breaking so many topology rules. Because I'm an idiot is one of them. But the other one is these old PS4 games broke topology all the time. It's kind of what gave them that look. So I don't care. But stuff like this, that's a big no-no. But like this right here, yeah, obviously you can clean that up. This one here, yeah, we don't need that. That's kind of weird. And then look, like obviously stuff like this is gonna look, it's just gonna look bad. So we can clearly, you know, clean this up. Yeah, that's not bad, right guys? It's not terrible. I'm sure some of you are having a seizure right now watching this. Look how wonderful. We're almost done. This one here, delete that and just merge it in. All right. Hey, these can go in. And then these can go in. Okay, you guys ready for the nose? Let's do that nose. And then a mouth. Okay. Okay. So anytime you see something like that, it's like, okay, that is clearly bad right there. You don't want to ever do that, right? So you could probably actually just go to the mesh and triangulate, I believe. I forget how to do this. Face. Triangulate. Yeah. So pretty bad still, but whatever. Okay. Whatever, I don't care. This right here, look at that. This is because we couldn't find anything I liked on the asset store. I would have done this on the asset store. But what we can do here is at least fix this crap. I mean, my goodness. Look at that. That's so funny. There we go. There we go. And we'll triangulate this face here as well. All right. All right, good. All right. So we got ourselves a skull here. Hopefully it'll be sort of dark shades in the eyes in the actual game. So let's take a look here. So let's save it out. If it's not, then we can add a material that's just black to that little piece where the eyes are in the mouth. Okay? Bones. It's going to be called skull. There we go. All right, let's bring this into Unity, guys, and see how it looks. All right, so our normals are all screwy. Face, or let's go to mesh. Hopefully this fixes it. Normals, flip, save. Nope. Man, what's going on with my normals? We got to figure this out, guys. Why does Unity do this to our freaking normals? Is it because of backface culling? It's got to be. How do I search on Blender again? F11? No, how do I search? Because I want to turn off backface culling. Maybe let's add a material. Oh, you guys might have been right. It might just be it needs a material. No. Flip. There we go. Okay, it just needed a material. That's all it needs. Okay. So look, we've got ourselves a skull here. And I'll flip it up just to get an idea of what it looks like and hit play. Where is it? It's a big skull. But it gets the job done, doesn't it? Let's make them eyes bigger. I'm sorry if I am doing this wrong. I know a lot of you are very good at 3D, but please be forgiving to me. Because I'm new to this. Doesn't mean that I'm not going to make an awesome game. I believe I will. But sometimes I do things wrong. There we go. All right, guys. We're going to add a box collider to our little friend here. And we're just going to bring it on over into our prefabs. And it's going to be a prefab variant. Ready? Let's hit play. How are we doing in the chat, everybody? Sorry, I'm just laughing at the chat. I need to make the skull smaller, but there's our skull. No, it doesn't need any teeth. It's a really low poly game, so I'm not worried about it. But that would be fun. You could even like put this, like watch this, guys. Let me show you how why modular assets are so wonderful. I believe we have a pitchfork, you know. So you could just go to pitchfork. There it is. And then you would flip it over. Slide it on up. Like this. .5 is probably good. Override, hit apply all, and then I can actually just take this and put it on the pitchfork if I really wanted to. Zero it out. And now it looks like there's a... Now we're really heading into the cult territory, you know? There we go. So you have a skull and a pitchfork now, you know? Thank you, Mavala. I love hearing love from India. That makes me happy. So now we have a skull. Just chilling on a pitchfork. You know, nothing crazy. It's just a skull. Okay, what else, guys? What else do we want to create? Let's figure it out. Apparently, we've got a lot of Turkish viewers. Welcome, Turkish viewers. Small rocks, we've got that. Rocket launchers. Thank you, Edia. Keep up the amazing work and sit up straight. Oh, yeah, you're right. Quicksand. Every good game needs a barrel or crate. We've got both. Broken piano. Sacrifice altar. These are more generics, so things that we're going to be using over and over and over in the game. Swing set. Okay. Always need a creepy swing set. Let's do it. So where could we put that? Let's do a swing set. Good idea. Those barrels are way too big. So we could put a swing set right here. Okay, you guys ready? Oh, let's see here. Oh, man. Let's just double check and see if there's not a low poly swing set. On the asset store, the Unity asset store. Playground set. We could really go for a playground set. I don't like how thick it is. Yeah, I don't like how thick these are. Yeah, I don't like that. Well, guys, looks like we're gonna go back into Blender. Ready? Here we go. Sure, let's save the skull. Okay, so the swing set's gonna be a cube. Oops. Okay, I'm going to copy that, rotate it 90 degrees this way, and then rotate it 45 degrees this way. Bring it down to about here, and then rotate a little bit more. I think that'll do. And then I think yeah, I was thinking it might be cool to make the legs thinner, but I'm actually okay with just doing like this and then rotating it like that. There we go. Okay. And then we're going to copy that, paste it. See that? Boolean. I need that bool tool. What is F3? How do I search? What's search on Blender? Does anybody know? Who knows what search on Blender is? Because I want to use the bool tool. Does anybody know how to search on Blender? I forgot. I'm trying to find my chat box. Say I can't find it. F3. Default is F3. For some reason it's not working. There it is. Okay, I need to install the add-on first. So we go to our add-ons here. We type in bool tool. There it is. Enable. And then we go to Boolean union. Okay. So F3, Boolean union. There we go. Okay. So we got ourselves a swing set now. Not really, but you guys know what I'm going to do here, probably. We're going to go to edit mode. Add a modifier. Mirror. It's not working. Why is it not working? What if we delete the face here? There we go. We'll also turn on clipping. There we go. Got it, got it. So now we have a swing set here. Okay. we're gonna set the origin to the actual, hold on one sec here. Yeah, so we're gonna set the origin to be the 3D cursor so that when we place it on the ground, it automatically pops on the ground like that. Okay, so this is the swing set. Then we're gonna do the swing, but let's make sure this looks good first. We're gonna add a material, and it's just gonna be a very generic swing set. Or you know what we could do is just wood. I'll probably just replace it with one that's already in the game. So let's type in swing set. There we go, and then we're just gonna name this swing set. Whoa. Okay, guys, ready? Let's go ahead and throw in the swing set here and see how it looks. Okay. So there we go, and probably rotate a little bit like that. Let's hit play here and see how it looks just from a normal's perspective, because we're always having problems with that. Yeah, I got a problem there. I figured. Yeah, that's okay. We'll fix it. Also, I feel like the feet are a little too wide. I could be wrong here. Here's what we're going to do. Watch this. All we're going to do is take the feet, bring them a little bit closer, save it out. Good. And then finally, as you can see here, we need to just bring it a little bit closer like this. Let's try that. Okay. We're just going to unwrap it using the Smart UV project or project or whatever. Use project, I assume. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go to the swing set here. And we're going to swap out this wood material with, actually, we're going to take this swing set. We're going to extract the materials inside of the swing set folder so that I can actually just add in, there we go, a wood grain texture. There we go. There we go. Why am I doing this, guys? Because I want all the colors to match. So we got one over here and we got one over here. Okay, see that? Thomas, but it looks horrible. That's right, it does. Welcome to PS4 or PS1 and PS2 style graphics. And I'm going to do 0.3 by 0.3. So all it's going to do is give it that just pixelated look. And then when you hit play, it looks even better because you got the pixelation filter. Let's see if we could fix the UV unwrap, though. It looks a little bit crappy. Yeah. We need to fix the UV unwrapping. So let's try this. Let's go UV mapping unwraps. Just open it up again. Is that better? Yeah, it's better. Well, no, it's not. Let's try cube projection. Nope. Let's add in that. I'll show you what I'm going to do, guys. We're going to go to our base color here, and we're going to change it out to be an image. Whoopsie. And we're going to open up that texture is what we're going to do, because I thought it was going to work out, but it's not. So we're going to go to our textures folder. We're going to go to our pixel textures. And what was that called? This texture here is called wood planks. O2 wood planks, okay? There it is. All right, okay? So now we can see our texture here. There we go. And we're going to do, I think the Smart was the best one. We're going to go to the UV editing here. And watch this. All we're going to do is select all of these. And let's see here. This one, we could probably do something like that. I just didn't like the weird angles is what I was getting at. Save that out, and then hopefully that fixes it. This is the benefit of having like a low fidelity game, it's stylish to not do everything perfect. Why are we getting these angles? It's so weird. I don't know why we're getting angles like that. What if I did... I just want to see if it even changes. Okay, it is changing. For some reason, I think it might be this. Let's try a different one. UV Smart. Nope, UV Unwrap. Let's try that one. One of them's going to work. Somebody tell me what kind of UV I should do here. Cylinder? Nope. I just don't want to have to deal with unwrapping this, to be honest with you guys. I don't want to unwrap this. No, we're not marking seams. That's not the problem. Well, yeah, you're right, actually. I'm sorry. You're right. Let's mark some effing seams. You guys are right. You guys are right. I haven't marked seams in so long. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're totally right. Mark seam. I'm an idiot. Yay! Let's just mark seams. The whole thing. How's that? There we go. Did you guys fix it for me? No? Why is it doing that? What is going on? Why does it look like that? I think I know why, actually. Okay. We're going to do cube projection. Nope, that's not it. Unwrap. Unwrap. It's these right here. I just don't want to deal with it. Oh boy. Yeah, I just don't want to deal with it. That's primarily what I'm trying to avoid right now. I know, guys. I know I'm not the greatest with 3D. Okay, I just don't want weird angles. Okay, so that's fine. The only problem is now, what is this? Select this one up here. The only problem is this right here. Yeah. There we go. Okay. So if I just bring these down, bring these up. I'm not trying to make it perfect wrap, guys. I'm just trying to make it look pixelated, but yeah, that's about it right there. Okay. All right, we've got a swing set here. There we go. There we go. Something weird is going on there, but I don't care. All right, we've got ourselves a swing set. And why don't we go ahead and create a swing really quick, okay? So I'm going to go to object mode here. All right. First thing I want to do is make sure that it looks like it's the right scale, so I'm going to save it out. Leave it to Unity to do that. There we go. Okay. So far, so good. Those are going to be the rope texture. So let's just go ahead and join both of these up. And we're going to assign a new material. We're going to create a rope material. Whoops. Rope material. Whoop. Whoop. There we go. So now we have ropes. We're gonna go to edit mode here. Unwrap. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, and we're gonna go to Unity here, and I'm just gonna use the same material as. Let's see here. Or not the same material. Maybe just an old texture that I've got currently. I'm a big fan of just reusing textures over and over and over again. I think it's pretty economical. So, all right, let's go to our rope here, and what I'm gonna do is let's see if we can find rope texture already. Nope. What about? Let's go to our textures here that we've got. Thatched roof. Cloth. There we go. I think cloth will work just fine. Good. All right, guys. So this is going to be rope. Whoops. Nope. Okay, there we go. And we're going to do toon shader. And let's see here. Yeah. Good. It's a little bright, isn't it? They're going to be individual objects sort of connected as one, though. It's a little bright. I think I'm just going to do the wood texture. So it's all one monochromatic color. All right. So that's all we need. We don't need these here. We just need one rope, okay? The reason why is we're going to just duplicate them and create sort of a physics-based swing set. Okay? So there's one rope. And we'll create an orange swing, okay? But right here, let's make sure we name it properly. This is going to be the swing set. And this is going to be the rope, okay? Save. And then go back into our rope here. And this is going to be back to the wood. Actually, you know what? We'll just darken the rope. There we go. Thomas, you're so stupid sometimes. Save that out. And I also want the origin to be where the 3D cursor is. Right? Good, okay. Object, set origin. Origin to 3D cursor. Good. So now it'll be able to rotate. Good. Okay, save that out. Go to Unity here. There it is. Good. And then what I could do is copy this rope, do another one here. So these are going to be two different physics objects or hinge joints. And then what I'm going to do is create another cube here. Save that out. This is going to be our seat. Okay. There's our seat. Good. Now, this one is going to be its own material. It's going to be called seat, right? Save it out. Now, the seat material, we also need to extract it. And all it's going to be is that orange texture, okay? I wonder if we actually have just an orange. Yeah, there we go. And it's going to be a toon shader. We'll thin it out just a little bit here. Okay. And maybe go a little bit wider. All right, guys. So first things first. It's a little small, isn't it? So we're gonna take go to object mode here. Crap. grab this, scale them up, drop them. That's a little bit much. Save it out, and we got ourselves a swing set here. This one, remember, that's just a duplicate. So what I'm going to do is grab this, paste it over, and we're going to take a look at how it looks. One of the biggest, most important things when it comes to game design is scale, making sure everything feels scaled properly. A couple of these barrels aren't proper scale. They're like as tall as my head, which is weird. All right. So we just need to move that over inside a blender. Very cool. All right. Okay. You want to know, Unity is really a challenge for me when creating hinge joints. Does anybody want to help me create a hinge joint from this? Okay, so let's start with the rope, okay? We're going to disable the seat. How are we going to make this rope a hinge joint? So let's type in hinge joint. And let's just figure it out together. I know that the axis is incorrect here. There we go, okay? So if I pull it up, it should fall back down, right? Let's take a look. It's not. Why is that? Does anybody have any idea? Why is this not falling? Shouldn't it sort of swing down? Does anybody have any ideas? I need to connect a rigid body. Okay, let's try it out. Can it be kinematic? I assume so. All right, let's attach this connected body here. Connected body. Still not doing it. Any ideas, guys? So I did the connected body and it's still not doing it. Does anybody have any ideas? Non-kinematic? Is that what it's set to? No, it's not. Is it because could be. Let's add a mesh collider to this, maybe. I don't know. I've never been able to figure out hinge joints before. Okay, let's try this out. Where'd it go? Where'd you go, buddy? How crazy. It's gone. Separate colliders for the swing set. Okay, we'll try that. One packet. I'll try it. We'll see what happens. So we've got a rope with a rigid body but no collider. I know it fell through, yeah. There's our swing set. This is gonna be we're gonna do a mesh collider, and then we're also gonna do a rigid body. Yeah, guys, I don't know. We're gonna have to figure it out together, I think. They changed something about their rigid bodies a long time ago, and I just gave up a long time ago trying to figure it out. Use gravity. Everyone's using gravity already. So let's put scene view here. Let's see what happens. Okay, he fell through. Let's try this. Why is that? That's weird. Why did he fall through? There we go. But, you know, it doesn't matter because it's still not working. So the swing set can be kinematic and not use gravity. Make what kinematic? Look, it's still not swinging. So I couldn't tell you. Let's make it is trigger. Actually, no mesh collider. We don't need one. So play again. Yeah, the swing still isn't swinging. Let's figure this out, guys. Isn't that weird? Play around with the axes. The axes are all set properly, though. That's what's so frustrating. It's like you could see the arrow right here. That's what's so frustrating with this stuff. There's the arrow right there. You could see it. It's hard to see. It was right there. Have you set the anchor for the rope? Yeah, it's right there. You can see the arrow right there. Don't make the parent of the rope with the swing. It's not. Write a script. Connect the rigid body to the joint. Ugh. I don't know. This stuff, man. I never enjoyed this. Good grief. Why is that? Is it static? No, it's not static. Wait. Something just happened. Hang on. Nope. That's annoying. Remove hinge joint. Let's try something else. It's not colliding with the wood. The wood doesn't have a collider. Let's do character joint. Let's try that. There we go. So the character joint did something. It's just super slow. What am I looking at? Oh, guys. Oh, boy. Here we go. Unity, you are annoying sometimes. What in the world? Okay, we're almost there. Hold on. Okay. Okay, I think I got it. Yeah, that's not annoying at all. Goodness. I just don't even care at this point. Isn't that annoying, guys, when it's just like you can't figure it out? What in the world, man? Make the swing set a kinematic rigid body. All right, let's go. It is kinematic. Now let's connect it. Let's give it a shot, see what happens, huh? No. It's like, oh man, it's weird. It might maybe it's the rotations. If I set it to 0, 0, 0, that's what it thinks the proper rotation is. So let's go ahead and apply the rotation here. It's object, transform, or apply all transforms. Save. Man, I don't know, guys. I don't even know what that line is. We're going to try again. Let's get a swing set. Bring it on in here. There's the prefab. I couldn't tell you. Make sure the scale is uniform. 1 to 1 to 1. Good. Use spring joint. All right. Let's try that out. And then let's make the rigid body here. So all right, let's try that out. Okay, so the spring joint kind of works. Yay. Default cube, box collider, hinge joint. All right. I'll try that out. You know, I think you might be right. So if we do a cube, and you said add a box collider and a hinge joint. I know, right? It should work. There it goes. Isn't that crazy? So the box collider works with the cube. So can we give a round of applause to... Who was that? Twiddlefinger. Because Twiddlefinger, I'm going to use your little system here and make this work. I think it has to do with the transform values, guys. Y'all ready? Here we go. Oh, that's so annoying. Okay. Here, there we go. Let's bring it up to the top here. And we're going to put it up inside. We're going to unpack this swing set just a little bit. And it's going to be called rope. Now the first test is, if I set that to 0, whoops. So the axis is 0, 0, 1. There we go. Okay, let's try this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, Okay, I just moved the axis, so we're good there. Kind of want it to be a character joint because I want it to be able to move in every direction, you know? So let's see if we can get that to work. Okay, character joint works. What happens when I scale it? Let's play around with this, guys. Actually, you know what? Here's what I'm going to do. Well, no, I don't want to do it that way. Hold on. Let me think here. I think it has to do with the scaling getting confused. Let's try that. Okay, good. Good. No, not necessarily. Hold on. Yeah, that works for me, honestly. So we're going to just sort of, inside the Blender model, we're going to delete all this crap here. We don't need it because we're just going to use the default cube in Unity, right? So there's our swing set. We're going to delete that. Bring it back. There it is. Okay. All right. So now we have a rope, and we can create a prefab out of this rope because I like it, right? And we're just going to drag the rope material onto it. Good. I like it. What is that? I don't know what that is. That's so weird. Okay, it was just sort of leftovers because it went away. Okay, so we got this rope here. I'm going to drag it into Father here. There we go. Into our prefabs folder. Now I have this rope here. See that? Look at that. It's like leftovers. Now it's gone. That's so weird. So we can bring that into the swing set here. What? Is that not the weirdest thing? The scale. It's the scale. Look, guys. Watch. Object. Apply. All transforms. Save. Watch. Okay. Then we delete this. Go back to our swing set. Okay. Okay, that looks weird. Okay, hold on. What the F? Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go to our modifiers. We're going to apply the modifier. How do I apply a modifier? Does anybody remember? There it is, apply. And then you set the scale. Apply, all transform, save it out. There we go. Okay. So we have our modifier, or our swing set here. And then the rope, we should be able to, there we go. Now it's a child, so we're not going to get weird transform values. There we go. And just bring it down. Let's make sure it still works. All right, guys. All right, so we have a swing that works. Let's see here. This is the rope. So we're just going to scale it a little bit. Just a little bit. And we're going to take two of these ropes here. There's a way. Hold on. I'm trying to figure this out. How do you attach it to two? Okay. This is going to be the mystery. Can you do multiple bodies? Who would have thought this would throw me for a loop? I honestly didn't expect me to get confused by this. Can you do multiples? Multiple connected bodies? You know what? Let's see here. You said it gets messy. 2 joints. Well, I don't want it to be messy. So here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do, guys. We're going to have... Yeah, here's what we're going to do. Just wait, guys. You're going to love it. Yeah, that's probably what I'm going to do. That's the best idea, my friends. Just because I feel like I'm spending too much time on this. Okay, so this is going to be a hinge joint. And it's going to be an axis of 0, 0, 1. There we go. It's going to be up here. See? And then finally, bring all this stuff into the cube here, and then we're going to remove it all. We can keep the box colliders. That's fine. Remove the character joints. That's fine. Okay, let's try this out. And then also the rigid bodies. I don't think we need those. I don't think we do. There we go. So it just swings in one direction. That's okay. And then just remove the mesh renderer. And finally, this is going to be orange. And then finally, we're going to call this swing. Not sing. Swing. And I want to make this a actual prefab here. There we go. And then we're going to apply. Let's see here. Yeah, we're going to make a new swing set here. This is going to be, yeah. So we have a swing and then we have a swing set. Prefab variant, right? So now we're going to have a swing here. Hey, and let's just make it a little bit bigger. No, we're fine actually. This one's going to be rotated like this. Here we go. To answer your questions, guys, I've been through this 1,000 times. When I read the Unity documentation, I always get confused when it comes to the rigid bodies. Or the hinge joints. I just get so confused. So I'm not going to pretend that I'm smart enough to handle it, but now we have swings. So way to go, guys. Really good. That was fun. Well, thanks for joining me today, guys. If you haven't gotten the free 2D game kit, click below. All you got to do is enter your email and you get the 2D game kit. I'll also send you a 2.5D game kit and then also just some resources for publishers and whatnot. So thanks for hanging out with me, guys. This was fun. I'm going to go hang out with my family. I appreciate all of your help today and the great ideas. This was fun. I'll talk to you later. Bye.